HowExpert! Top 10 scuba diving tips for beginners. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more HowExpert top 10 videos in the future. Moving on, let's talk about the HowExpert top 10 scuba diving tips for beginners. Number 10. When choosing gear, fit is king. So you're finally ready to dive into the world of scuba. Now that you're ready, it's time to get set up with scuba gear. Comfort in the water will greatly affect your dive experience and performance, so choose quality, reliable gear that best fits your unique shape. Like an incorrectly masked could cause leaks underwater, a common hiccup a beginner diver learns from pretty quickly in the ocean. Once you've found a setup that feels good, you can have fun choosing different colors and styles to make you stand out and GoPro worthy in the water. Number 9. Be well rested and hydrated before a dive. Skip out on that late night drinking party, dude. Stay well hydrated, get a restful night's sleep, and eat a sensible breakfast. Dehydration and exhaustion are some of the most unpleasant ways to end a dive prematurely. Being on top of your game for the early morning dive is so worth it. Number 8. What if I get seasick? If you are going on a boat dive and tend to get seasick, there are over-the-counter motion sickness medicines in the form of pills or patches. Make sure to take a dose the night before and the morning of the boat dive. More importantly, if you're feeling under the weather, like congested, coughing, sneezing, etc., equalizing is difficult and painful if you're not 100% physically ready. Reschedule your dive until you feel better. Number 7. A safe dive is a fun dive. As with any adventure sport, safety is top priority. Be disciplined about safety, and your dives will be less stressful and more fun. Before you jump in and start blowing those bubbles, make sure to check off these things in your safety routine. Always dive with a buddy. In case there are any issues underwater, you're unable to rely on each other to stay calm and act quickly. Not only that, you can help each other spot all the cool marine plants and animals swimming and swaying all around you. Check conditions. Current temperature and visibility are main points to look out for when planning a dive. The ocean at times can be unpredictable, so if you don't feel comfortable with these conditions, it is perfectly fine to skip out. Knowing your limits demonstrates self-awareness, and over time you'll gain more confidence to brave the open water. Have a game plan. Map out the dive route, who will navigate, and air levels at the starting point, at the destination point, and when returning to the starting point. The more calculated the game plan, the more you can maximize enjoying your adventure. Let the hands do the talking. Communication is key underwater. Huddle up with your fellow divers and go over the hand signals and what each mean. Buddy check. Make sure everything is secure and functioning properly. Here's how to remember what to check for. B. Buoyancy control device. Is it inflating properly? W. Weights. Are they secured? R. Regulator. Is air flowing properly? A. Air. Is the tank open? You'll know if it is by checking the air pressure on the SPG. F. Final OK. Now that your gear is strapped on correctly, dive right in. Number 6. Do not forget to defog your mask. Most body heat escapes from the head. This tends to create condensation on the inner side of your mask. This makes it difficult to see clearly underwater the warmer you get during your dive. Here are some ways to keep your mask fog-free. Use a standard defog solution. Spit, not that gross. It works. Tearless baby shampoo. Slime from seaweed. Flooding then clearing your mask underwater. Number 5. Breathe. Anything physically challenging actually requires more mental strength. Now that you are in the water, take a moment. Remember, stay calm. Breathe slowly and deeply. You've got this. When you remain in a relaxed state, the wonder of the water world becomes the focus. Not only that, when you let go of any fears, your breath normalizes, which allows for longer airtime to keep exploring. Number 4. How is my buoyancy? Positively buoyant, you need to add more weights. Negatively buoyant, remove weights in increments of 1 to 2 pounds at a time. Make sure you are evenly distributed on both sides to stay streamlined. Neutrally buoyant. You have found the perfect amount of weights for a comfortable dive. Depth will also change your buoyancy. As you descend deeper, your buoyancy will become more negative. Regain neutral buoyancy with squirts of air into your BCD as needed. Number 3. Wait 12 to 24 hours after diving before getting on a plane. It has been an epic vacation exploring the deep blue ocean, seeing plenty of fish and reefs teeming with activity. You want to keep diving until the very last minute before you have to pack up and fly back home. However, it is important to understand that surface interval time helps to decrease the risk of decompression sickness, or DCS. It is safe to wait 12 to 24 hours before flying to avoid DCS. Do not end a great dive trip stuck in a decompression chamber. Number 2. 71% of the planet is water. That's 71% more to discover. Scuba diving opens up so much more unique travel possibilities all over the world. It is also one of the few things that has not been restricted due to COVID-19, thankfully. Whether it is manta ray migration, a whale heat run, playing with a pod of wild dolphins, or spinning around with sea lions, you'll find yourself asking, if I go to this country, can I dive there too? Laying out on the sand with tropical slushy cocktail in hand all day now seems mundane. Adventure awaits. Number 1. Welcome to a global community. Did you know there are almost 6 million active scuba divers worldwide? That is a lot of potential friends from different countries and backgrounds that you can meet through a shared passion for diving. Start by joining a dive club. Create a growing group of friends to dive with locally, learn from each other, and become better divers together. If you liked our video, be sure to click like and subscribe for more HowExpert Top 10 videos for all topics from A to Z in the future. Also, let us know what other topics that you want us to do a HowExpert Top 10 video in the future in the comments below. Thank you, have an amazing day, and take care. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.